Morning world, welcome to Tuesday, August the 4th. We're headed back over to the farm because apparently we've still got a fountain over there. Dirty mucky bugger.
I do look at the comments though.
So part one of our August TB test was completed yesterday, and I'm pleased to report with more or less no incident, apart from the fact that I believe the camera fell over part way through. I've downloaded the footage, I've not actually looked at it or even started to edit it yet, so hopefully I've got something we can use in there. But yeah, it all went reasonably smoothly yesterday, so fingers crossed now for Thursday. Good grief. That is definitely higher than yesterday. Now, whether that's because it's worn some of the tree away or something. Right, now I'm getting wet. Luckily, nearly all of it is going up and coming straight back down in the ditch again. Right, let's get the other side in. They've cleared a bit of the hedge away. Maybe we can see a bit better on the other side where it's coming from. I've got a funny feeling that the moisture on this bit of corn here might be a tad high. Right, I'm not sure how close I can get with the camera because it's raining here. Got a fair bit of water flowing down here as well. Yeah, I'm not surprised I didn't fix that last night. You can't get anywhere near it. I've had the odd little water leak on the farm before, you know. Bullcock, or no, I had a busted joint on our 25mm feed to the farm, but never had nothing like that. So that was 20 foot in the air yesterday. That's easily 30, maybe even 35 feet in the air now. Perhaps I should sell tickets to come and look at it. Right, well, they're not going to be fixing that in a hurry. I don't understand why it's not shut off. I mean, I know it's an awful long pipe and it's a big pipe. I can't remember if it's 20 or 24 inches. Dad did tell me, but surely, even if that's a few miles long, if they'd shut that off, the pressure should have gone down, not up. Right. That's got to be a hell of a pump pushing that through there, isn't it? Right, I'm getting wet. Father was saying we've got a few pigeons coming out here now. Not as many as some of our neighbours. I think some of our neighbours are suffering more with pigeon damage than us. But he did say there was a small flock out here today, but they seem to be all in the tram lines, picking up what's in the tram line. I mean, most of the straw inside here is, well, getting the right colour, but the tram lines is still quite green. Rabbits! Where's rabbits? Rabbits! Where's rabbits? Rabbits! Not like she needs a lot of encouragement. Yeah, so there's still quite a lot of green on the younger stuff. That's soft in there, so this is what's going to bring our moisture back up if we ain't careful. You guys, this is all right. And there's not a lot of it, but go on, where's the rabbits? Rabbits! Where's he? Rabbits! Go on, rabbits! Oh, waiting for me, will you? Go on, rabbits! I think maybe a little bit more straw on this one. Not a lot more, but a couple of inches more than up on the top there. So we sold the straw off this ground by the acre. We were given the choice, we could sell it by the bale or by the acre, and we just thought, you know what, we're not sure what the crops will be like this year. Stays dry, it'd be all right. There's still a bit of green in there. Just wants another day of sunshine on there will help. I can still hear that from here. How many pounds a minute or a second is that costing the water company for that lot? Rabbits! Rabbits! Biscuit! 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 Go on then. Come on, give here. I might get a thumbnail out of that somewhere. Well, we're over here. We might as well look at the sheep. Come on. So it's really time to start thinking about separating these up now. Weaning the lambs. Number 11 could stay out with mother. But as for the rest of them, they're nearly as big as their mothers, and it is long past time to wean them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. 34. Okay, all present and correct. You've lost your tag. Okay. Everything looks clean, nothing looks itchy. We probably could do, now these ewes have got some fleece on them, we probably could do with giving him a dose of click, because it is fly weather. You've heard of sheep worrying. In a minute we might have a bit of terrier worrying. Right, okay. She's got a little bit of muck on her tail, but nothing too serious. But generally, apart from number 11, who still looks pretty poor in comparison, you know, if you look at these 3 lambs and the ewe in the middle, I mean, the lamb is bigger than the ewe, and then number 11, but he is still alive, you know, just for evidence that I haven't knocked him in the head and got rid of him. He's still there. I just don't think he's ever going to come to anything. So maybe there's not much point in him staying with us, really. So if somebody out there, oh, you want to play? If someone out there is looking for a pet lamb or something just to put on a paddock to keep the grass down, he can't be by himself. He would have to go with at least one other animal. So it would be either keep a donkey company or something like that. We might consider letting number 11 go to another home, somewhere where well, he's never ever going to be a meat animal. That's never going to happen. But if somebody wants, well, what you call a woolly lawnmower and knows how to look after it and prepared to look after it, we might let number 11 go to another caring home, shall we say. So anybody out there wants number 11, has all the right paperwork that they can have a sheep on their property, knows how to look after them, understands what it means, because you still have to shear it, you still have to look after his feet, and you still have to take care of him. But if someone ticks all those boxes, we might just let number 11 go and be a pet. I don't do pet sheep, but there are those out there who do. What? You're not having any more? Right, that's a quick visit into my parents, because I actually saw Dad. He turned up while I was down looking at our fountain with Reg, to the guy who's helping us out with the combining and, you know, getting our corn sorted out. Do you remember, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, when I'd said 2 things had gone wrong and I was just waiting for the 3rd one, and we didn't know what it was, anticipating that it may be something to do with the TB test, possibly me getting injured again or something, which I didn't. That all worked quite well. Well, the 3rd thing to go wrong has reared its ugly head. So we were looking at possibly combining our wheat Friday, Saturday, Sunday, something like that, because the weather was right. There may be a day or so's delay on that, because electricians came in yesterday to finish wiring up the fans and the bits and bobs, and when they went to wire up the big extractor fan in the end wall, they discovered that it had actually been delivered with a 3-phase motor, and we only have a single-phase supply to the barn. So now it's all panic stations to organise a new motor to replace the 3-phase one, put a single-phase motor back in there. It's all got to be done by proper electricians. We can't do it ourselves because of warranty and stuff like that. So I think the motor's ordered. I think the motor may arrive tomorrow. We're hoping that possibly we can get it fitted on Thursday, but we kind of need, really, we kind of want to run the system a day before we actually put any crop in there, so if there's any glitches or problems, we can identify them and sort that out because once the corn's in there, there's no easy way to get up to that fan, because you have to get to it from the inside. You can't get to it from outside. Once the corn's in there, well, unless you have a JCB loader or something with an extremely long arm and a man cage, you're not going to get up there. So we need to get that sorted out. Right, I'm not going to go mowing today, and I'm probably not going to go mowing tomorrow. With everything else that's going on, and so far not finding anybody who is available to bale and wrap silage, and really it's one of those things, I want to make silage on the second cut. I don't have my own baler, I don't have my own wrapper, so I've got to make sure that I've got a contractor who has a window open to make it. So basically my mowing is going to revolve around when I can actually get it baled and wrapped. So I think when I get back, it's going to be on with the topper again. Golf course wants tidying up. We'll go out and top that off, tidy that up, and then maybe pop back later on and just see if the waterboard have actually shut that waterfall off. It's kind of, I'm surprised it's still going like it is. I really thought they'd have come and repaired it by now. But if anything, it's like, well, you saw. There's more water coming out of it today than there was yesterday. But, okay, well that's the plan. I expect I should get home, there'll be a message or something's going on and plans change, and I'll find out doing something else. Because that's how life works. Do you remember what I said about best laid plans? So I've come home, I've had a cup of coffee, I've had a 10-minute chat with the missus, and I'm thinking, right, I'll go and put the topper on the tractor, we'll get that grass cut. No. Tree team have just rung me, they've got a wasp nest. So I'm going to go and deal with that because Martin's very allergic, so I'm going to go and sort the wasps out. And while I'm at it, I've got another wasp nest to do in Barclay, which is, I might as well go and do that one as well, because it's pointless coming home to go back out to do that. So looks like I'll be topping grass maybe this afternoon if I can. See, I was coming uphill, so it was my right of way.
Yeah, well, you didn't technically hit the hill yet, so. And you're booked in 2 weeks' time.
Okay, thank you. Okay. No respect for my kids, none at all. Not even a bit. Right, that's one nest down, one to go. Right. We'll put me a bit of paper. Not that bit of paper. Oh, I've lost my bit of paper. Fortunately, I can remember the address. But I did say I'd ring the carer before I got there. Oh well. That's what we like. A nice, happy customer. In fact, very happy. This is her second wasp nest she's had done in 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago she had somebody else come and do a nest for her, and they charged her £70, which I think is ridiculous. You should, no, 70 quid, no. I charge £40 to do a wasp nest, which I think is plenty. By the time you've driven somewhere, got the gear, I mean, I've had to buy all the gear, and yes, I've got the training and I've got all the safety stuff, but 70 quid to destroy a wasp nest, that's having a laugh, especially when it's a vulnerable little old lady. That's not on. So anyway, guess what? If she gets another wasp nest, she won't be calling the other guy. Nor would I. Right, wasp nest sorted, dinner done, 10 minutes on my ass to let dinner go down a little bit. Now, Now I'm going to put the topper on and tidy up the golf course. We're still waiting for our engineers to make a bit of room in the workshop for Donkey. I think that's one of those jobs that once it's on the ramp, it kind of stays there. So they need to get the bits and bobs in stock before we take him down there. I mean, we could take him down there, but it's pointless. If we take it down and put him straight on the ramp, it's going to make life a lot easier for the engineer. So we have got, obviously, wireless mic, which I'm using. And I thought that today we would have a crack at a bit of tractor work and the wireless mic and see how much engine noise is picked up and see how it works. I actually think this is going to pick up better on my voice and hopefully less on the tractor engine noise, which means it'll be easier for you to hear what I'm saying, what I'm doing. So, but there's only one way to find out. So we'll take my little handle off. Don't want to lose my screw. And I'll put my GoPro mount, this fella, on. Okay, so what I'll do probably, because this is a bit experimental, is I will shoot some video with just the media mod and some with this fella, and then between us, because I'd have already seen it by the time you have, we'll make our mind up which works out the best and maybe where the best place is to put this, because I have wondered about putting this on there, except that I think I might look a bit of a dick. Yeah, do you know what? I just think maybe stay there. So as usual, I try and normally I wait until the fuel gauge gets halfway before I actually put the thing in gear. It just means that I know the oil pressure's up in the engine. It looks like we could probably do with a drop of fuel. We're between a quarter and half a tank, but I'll put the topper on first. I suppose the one thing with the mic is, even though I'm facing away from you now, you can probably still hear me, whereas before with just the media mod, I expect you wouldn't. So this isn't a desperate job to be done, but it will help keep the place tidy. I do like tidy. There we go. Right. Out of gear, out of gear. Right. Clip you on. Clip you on. I want to take this down reasonably tight today. And what I'll do, as I'm following safety protocols, I'll turn the engine off before I put that on. Get in there. There you go. Right, hopefully that's the right way around. Right, I haven't got a terrific amount of charge in there, so I better save some of the battery for when we're doing extra work. So that's not pinned on yet, so keep an eye on that one. So the right hand swing arm's not actually locked in yet. He should lock when I pick him up now. Yeah, there he goes. And irritatingly, the hydraulics are on the wrong way around. If I suffered from OCD, worse, I'd probably have to take them off there and put them around the right way, but it's just a case of pushing the lever. Instead of the lever going that way and the machine going that way, it's the other way around. I know the brake's on. Okay, we could do with a bit of fuel. Right, although it's not long since I greased that, I'll probably give another set of grease now because the last bit of work he did for me was quite hard work. You shouldn't need too much because, like I said, not that long since he was actually done. So sliders are okay. It's really just mainly making sure there's plenty in the rotor and the roller, because that's the two bits that are doing all the work. Okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Right, good to go. Right, well, I'm only going to shoot 10 minutes of video of this working out here, and it is, like I said, one, just to show you a bit of what I'm doing in the day, but two, is an experiment as much as anything else as to the use of the microphone on here, as in a Rode microphone, and I'll unplug that in a bit halfway through or something, and towards the end we'll try it with just the medium mod, and then we'll all see what the difference is in sound quality. I'm anticipating this will be better. So, okay. Let's get the gate. There we go. Right then. Part of the reason we're doing this is, as much as anything else, I set the topper fairly tight, not too tight, but fairly tight. It should actually knock the cow pats around as well, because we want the cow pats are out here, kind of spread out, squished. We've got the archers are coming back. Not as in the radio program, the Archers, but the Tyndale Archers. They're coming back to shoot on, I think it's Sunday the 9th. And I doubt they really want to be pulling their arrows out of cow pats. Not that they're doing any harm, but you know, given the choice, probably not. Well, that was a golf ball. We'll just do the main sort of what was the fairways. Anyway, so what's the sound like? Is it better like this, or is it better like that? I'm kind of expecting the sound to be better off the microphone. Sorry, yeah, off the microphone than off the medium mod. I mean, the medium mod is good. So far I've been pretty impressed with it in the car. The sound's plenty good enough, I don't need this. But for all the background noise, I'm kind of expecting the radio mic to trump that. At least I hope it does, because otherwise, why did I spend the money on it? Right, let's plug you back in, excuse me. There's my goal. There you go. Back to near normal. That's it then. So that's probably recorded enough that when I review this back, I'll kind of know where I am. You guys will already hopefully have made your decision as to which is the better, and pretty sure I have as well, actually. But so there you go. This is me for the next couple of hours, up and down, round and round, same old, same old. All right. We'll come back when I've got a bit more done. I've done a lot of the field now. I just want to do a bit of the wildlife area, get rid of a bit of this, make a track in so I can actually get down to the pond. Up. Press the button. Now sting me, you buggers. I'll do. I'm not going to get too fussy with it. Shut the gate. So this will be an interesting experiment. Can you still hear me? No, I'm looking away from you. Let's try that again. Can you still hear me through the glass of the tractor? Because it'd be interesting to know if this thing will transmit through glass. I don't see why not. But there's only one way to find out. Well, I'll just tidy this bit up in the corner here. That'll do. Right. I'll carry on with this. The lads will be back in half an hour. So I want to go and see them before they go because I need to know they've finished. I can set up tomorrow's job then.